Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and staying safe and happy. I am your science teacher, Ms. Farheen, and I welcome you all to your science class. My dear students, as you know that we are on chapter number 1, characteristics and life processes of organisms, and today I will deliver lecture number 8. So we will be able to find the ways to protect biodiversity. So my dear students, in the previous lecture, we discussed about biodiversity, what is biodiversity, and today we will discuss about different ways in which we can protect the biodiversity. Here the student learning outcomes are given. So by the end of today's lecture, all the students will be able to identify the ways to protect diversity. So my dear students, let's quickly recap what we did in the previous lecture. Quickly tell me or define biodiversity. Bio means life and variety means, diversity means variety. So the diversity or the variety that we found in different life forms is called biodiversity. Can you explain biodiversity by giving some examples? In the previous lecture, we discussed that the jasmine flower has more than 200 species. So there are different, same flower, but it varies in its features. So that's why we categorize them in different species. So jasmine flower has 200 species. So this is biodiversity. Now, my dear students, discuss with the students biodiversity in various aspects. For example, if the litter we throw on the ground get add up in the soil, what will it affect? जो कूड़ा करकट आप ज़मीन पर फेंक देते हैं, ये मिट्टी के साथ मिक्स होकर ये किस लाइफ फॉर्म को जो है वो इफेक्ट करेगा? The plants that are growing over there, उनके लिए टॉक्सिक हो सकता है, and the animals that live in the soil like different insects and earth forms, they will be affected. If we throw garbage in the water bodies, how polluted water affects the living life? So if any animal will eat it, so the lives there that are living underwater, they will be affected. The water will be polluted. It will be toxicated. If the trees will become less, how it affects biodiversity? So trees are the producers because they make their own food. They do not feed on other animals or other plants. So if the producers are affected, if the trees are affected, they are the major source of oxygen in our environment. They are the food for many animals. They are habitat for many animals. So if they are affected, अगर ये इनकी तादाद कम हो जाएगी तो that means all the life forms will be affected. What should we do to make people aware of saving biodiversity? Awareness के लिए हमें क्या क्या करना चाहिए, इसके बारे में you will think about yourself. आप अपने ideas दें कि कैसे हम अपने साथ वाले दोस्त को ही बता सकते हैं कि हमें biodiversity को protect करना चाहिए. So my dear students, for this activity and to show children around, you can develop a better idea of biodiversity and its safety by taking the students to the playground. आप बच्चों को बाहर लेके जाएं, जब वो वहाँ different life forms को खुद देखेंगे तो they will understand कि कैसे biodiversity को हम protect कर सकते हैं और कैसे इसको save कर सकते हैं. So my dear students, now quickly open this page जहाँ पे ways to protect biodiversity है in chapter number 1. I hope everybody has opened the page. Now let's quickly start the reading. Each living organism, whether plant or animal and even microorganisms, has due right to live and enjoy its necessities. Nature has developed a beautiful balance among all these organisms and resources in environment. But unfortunately, human activities are destroying this balance that is leading to extinction of species. We must take steps to protect biodiversity. Some of the steps have been given below. So my dear students, हर जानदार को अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजारने का हक है, ठीक है, प्लांट्स हों या एनिमल्स हों. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली बल्कि सबसे पहले तो ये कि कुदरत जो है, नेचर जो है, उन्होंने इन जानवरों और इन पौधों के लिए बल्कि तमाम लाइफ फॉर्म्स के लिए एक बैलेंस रखा है ज़मीन पर. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़ की वजह से ये बैलेंस जो है वो डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. So how we can protect the biodiversity? Let's look at the points. Protect the habitats. हमें habitat destruction नहीं करनी चाहिए, like tree cutting नहीं करनी चाहिए. So we must protect the habitat. Protect water resources. जो पानी में हम कूड़ा करके dump कर देते हैं, we must not do that. Avoid hunting. कम से कम जानवरों का शिकार करें, बिकॉज इससे जानवर एक्सटिंक्ट हो जाते हैं. एजुकेट योर सेल्फ, एजुकेट अदर्स. अपने आप को भी एजुकेट करें. फाइंड वेज टू प्रोटेक्ट बायोडाइवर्सिटी एंड ऑल्सो वट एवर यू फाइंड आउट, स्प्रेड इट अराउंड अमंग योर कॉलीग्स, योर फ्रेंड्स, योर कजन्स. ब्रीड endangered animals, और जो एनिमल्स जिनकी लाइफ को खतरा है, दे आर कॉल्ड endangered animals. यू ऑलरेडी नो दैट. हमें उन जानवरों की ब्रीडिंग के ऊपर फोकस करना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स के न्यू एनिमल्स जो हैं, अगर एनिमल्स एक स्पीशी जो है वो endangered है, अगर हम उसकी ब्रीडिंग के ऊपर फोकस करेंगे तो न्यू एनिमल्स बॉर्न होंगे और जिससे उनकी तादाद जो है वो बढ़ जाएगी. So, protect the habitats. Let's quickly have a look. Habitats support organisms to survive. These can be protected by planting more trees and avoiding cutting trees. Implementation of law and order in this regard by government. Stop polluting the living places of animals, that is not dumping garbage into water and around trees. So my dear students, habitat को हम कैसे protect कर सकते हैं? Stop cutting the trees because they are habitat to many animals. एंड देन गवर्नमेंट को लॉज ऐसे बनाने चाहिए जिससे जो है वो हैबिटेट प्रोटेक्शन के ऊपर फोकस किया जा सके. एंड अनदर थिंग, स्टॉप डंपिंग गार्बेज इनटू द वाटर बॉडीज एंड अराउंड द ट्री एरियाज और द ट्रीज. देन प्रोटेक्ट वाटर रिसोर्सेज. Do not pollute water bodies such as rivers, lakes, oceans, ponds, etc. Spoilage of water bodies put aquatic life in danger. So, हमारा जितना भी human beings, what they do is they dump their garbage into the water bodies. Even this ships on the waters, on the oceans and seas, what they do is their oil spills into the water, which affects the underwater life a lot. So we must not do that. We must avoid it. Next is avoid hunting. Hunting of animals reduces their population, which affects the overall biodiversity. Government should take measures to stop illegal hunting of Himalayan ibex, markhor, Sindhi ibex, Punjabi urial, and hubara bustard, etc. So my dear students, hunting की वजह से बहुत सारे जो एनिमल्स हैं उनकी लाइफ इंडेंजर्ड है. सो गवर्नमेंट को ऐसे रूल्स बनाने चाहिए जिससे इलीगल हंटिंग जो है उसको अवॉइड किया जा सके, या ऐसे एनिमल्स जो इंडेंजर्ड हैं उसके ऊपर भी लॉ होना चाहिए कि उन एनिमल्स को हंट ना किया जाए जिनकी लाइफ या जिनकी काउंट जो है वो ऑलरेडी डेंजर में है या वो बहुत कम रह गए हैं. सो हियर आर टिडबिट्स. ड्यू टू एक्सेसिव हंटिंग ऑफ markhor, its predators, snow leopard and wolves have become threat for farmers and livestock. They approach residencies and kill peoples to satisfy their hunger. So my dear students, जो markhor हैं, they live in mountains. ये mountain goat है, तो इनको प्रे करते हैं wolves and snow leopards. तो जब ये markhor जो है, इनकी तादाद जो है, इनका काउंट काफ़ी कम रह चुका है because of their massive hunting. तो इसकी वजह से क्या हो गया है, ये wolves और leopards जो हैं, they are threat to the nearby population of human beings. ये leopards और wolves जो हैं, क्योंकि इनको खाना जब नहीं मिलता because they feed on markhors, तो जब इन्हें खाना नहीं मिलता तो they move down towards different populations, और वहाँ जाके they feed on their animals or on the human beings. So they are a threat to life. Educate yourself, educate others. Increase awareness about biodiversity and the need to protect it. Support the organizations such as World Wildlife Fund, which is known as WWF, and others which are working for this noble cause. So my dear students, हमें चाहिए कि एक तो हम biodiversity and how to protect it, हम इसके बारे में खुद स्टडी करें कि what we can do, and we must support such organizations which are working for the welfare of different lives. ठीक है, जैसे कि WWF है, जैसे which is called World Wildlife Fund. Okay, so हमें खुद भी एजुकेट होना चाहिए, दूसरों को भी एजुकेट करना चाहिए. Then breed endangered animals. Endangered animals may be bred in zoo or in national parks in order to save their race. Besides these measures, each little attempt will contribute in saving biodiversity, such as avoid littering, not destroying plants for construction, etc. In a nutshell, protecting biodiversity leads to coexistence with animals and plants without harming them. So my dear students, छोटी छोटी बातें अगर आप इनका ख्याल रखते हैं तो दे कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट अ लॉट. अगर हर इंसान इंडिविजुअली कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन करे बायोडाइवर्सिटी को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो एनिमल्स को और बायोडाइवर्सिटी को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ब्रीड करना चाहिए हमें एनिमल्स को जिनकी लाइफ डेंजर में है, उनको हम जू में ब्रीड कर सकते हैं, उनको हम नेशनल पार्क्स में ब्रीड कर सकते हैं, उनको प्रॉपर हैबिटेट दें, सो दैट इन दिस वे वी कैन सेव अ लॉट ऑफ स्पीशीज। इसके अलावा कोई भी ऐसा काम ना करें जिससे जो है वो एनवायरनमेंट को, क्योंकि एनवायरनमेंट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट्स अ लॉट, क्योंकि ये इकोसिस्टम बनाता है, हमें जिससे एनवायरनमेंट डिस्टर्ब हो या जिससे लाइफ फॉर्म्स डिस्टर्ब हो। So my dear students, now is the time for the wrap up. What we have learned today is, ask the students about various ways to protect biodiversity from the lesson learned. Note the information collected from the students on the board to revise the concept. ठीक है, one by one teacher will call all the students on the board, और one by one आप कोई एक चीज़ जो आपने learn की है आज, how to protect biodiversity. So how to protect the habitat, how to protect the water resources, what hunting does and how we can stop it. इसके अलावा how to educate people about biodiversity and how we can save endangered animals. So we have learned about all these points. One by one students will come and write about these questions. Teacher will throw a question and the students will write about that on the board. इससे सब क्लास की रिविजन भी हो जाएगी और सबको जो है तमाम पॉइंट्स लर्न भी हो जाएंगे. So my dear students, for evaluation, you can simply download this worksheet from the description box below this video, or you can get it in print form by your teacher. Write down your name and your roll number and ways to protect biodiversity. Mention the ways to protect biodiversity after identifying the images. अब यहाँ पे different images हैं. Look at them carefully और उसके बाद जो है आप उसके बारे में लिखिए कि कैसे आप बायोडाइवर्सिटी को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, स्टॉप डंपिंग वेस्ट, into water bodies. So this is how you will identify the picture and then write down how you can protect that specific picture. So my dear students, now quickly note down your homework. Solve the question number 4 from section C of the exercise. So my dear students, quickly pause the video and note down the homework. I hope all of you have noted down the homework. So my dear students, now I am sure that all of you know what is biodiversity and you know all the ways how we can protect the biodiversity. If you find any difficulty, re-watch the video. Keep everybody around you safe. Have a good day. Thank you so much.